Garrett Bray was chosen as the recipient of the Young Alumnus Award for many reasons, not the least of which was that in 2013 he was the recipient of Engineers Australia Young Engineer Award, recognising the impact of his leadership in engineering in Australia.
So I think Garrett winning this award, I think he more than deserves it. All the sort of work he puts in on every front of his life, every part of him is about getting better, not just for himself, it's how he can help other people as well. I think he's shown that across his whole life, not just as a role model for myself and my younger brother as well, but for everyone that he works with as well, and all of his friends as well. I think everyone can be super proud of him.
As far as some real highlights have been, I guess there was a lot of opportunities at BG&E to be involved in specific really cool infrastructure projects, but there are also a lot of things on the side which were really interesting as well. We had an exchange program to Japan where we worked with represented a number of other Australian consulting engineers working with a number of Japanese consulting firms who had done some amazing long-span bridge work across the world.
As a further example of what Garrett has done for society is that he set up an organisation, Australia Bridge, which matches engineers, architects and other professional services to worthy community projects so that those services can offer pro bono their capacities to actually achieve an outcome in society.
I know there's a lot of engineers who feel like they would like to do more on that community level, but there isn't really as much infrastructure to be able to allow that. That's where I think there's a real opening for pro bono engineering and pro bono work in the built environment space in general. Not only just overseas where there's a big difference in the level of infrastructure, but even locally there's lots of not-for-profit organisations that do really amazing things, and they all need infrastructure to function. And there's often that massive funding gap which engineers can plug into and add something.
Additionally though, he has actually had impact in other areas, particularly in society and community impact, setting up and being part of a number of not-for-profit organisations. One I'll mention in particular is Engineers Without Borders, and he was the pro bono manager of their West Australian chapter, and UWA is a very, very active chapter of Engineers Without Borders.
But one thing that really excites me is the huge technological disruption that is coming to urban mobility. My passion is the built environment, that's why I became an engineer. I love seeing buildings go up and seeing these structures of bridges come together. The built environment is a real passion, and I think urban mobility feeds into that so much, and driverless cars are going to be a huge change in the way that urban mobility works, and it will be sooner than we think. I'd really like to be involved in bringing that technology to Australia and really shaping a lot of how we live life with this new technological shift.
The fact that not only is he in his profession making an impact, but in society making an impact, I believe makes him an outstanding recipient of this award.